Hello, guys.
Hello, Jawad.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Hey, Desperate. How are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. Thank you
Nice to
for
see you
asking.
again.
Nice to see you too. Thank you guys for arranging this call today. As you guys know, this will be our first AMA, so we're glad to be here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we are
we are
excited as
glad.
well.
Yeah, sorry.
We are excited as well.
That's cool.
Yeah, pleasure having you guys on. We'll just wait for everybody before we start.
Sure, we're really glad to be here too. No problem. We can have a few minutes, I guess. Cool.
In the meanwhile, maybe you can explain a little bit about the weather in Singapore. How is the weather in Singapore?
We're located in Malaysia, but the company is registered in Singapore. I'm half Singaporean actually, but I live in Malaysia. The weather is about the same. I think it's been raining for the past few days. It's always raining here, almost every day. So
Cool.
Yeah, I think so. We should start, and the AMA will be recorded as well.
cool, no problem.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Let's start.
Cool. All right, thank you everyone for joining the AMA today. Myself, Top Lad, and Despre will be one of the hosts, and Alan will be one of the hosts as well. So this AMA, as always, will be divided into sections. And all these sections will be hosted by us, and we will wait for the answers from the OG team. And this AMA will have live questions at the end. If you're not comfortable with live questions, please put your questions on the main chat as well, and we will select the questions from there, and the founders of OG Token can answer at the end. All right. So please go ahead and introduce yourself to the community. OG.
Sure.
Uh,
Do you want to start first, Jawad?
yeah, let me start. Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Itawaki Shawad. You guys can call me Shawad. I will be the smart contract developer for OG Token. I've been taking care of the OG platform as well, which you guys will know about it in a while. If any of you have any questions regarding the smart contract, you can either DM me or ask right away here in the group. That was all for me. Okay.
Yeah. Hey all. I think quite a number of people know me from B&B Cash. I was one of the co-founder. I take care of everything related to business, everything related to marketing and finances, of course, but mostly about partnerships and whatnot, because that's my forte. I have involved myself in helping out different projects. I will not disclose some of them, but at the background, I do help them out apart from just having my own project. This is the second project that we have. And this time it's just Jawad and I were partnering. So nice to meet you guys.
Cool. So what is OG token? Hello?
You want to take this, Joe? Yeah, I can hear. I was just waiting to
yeah.
see if you wants to answer.
Yeah, so let's start with the OG token, or the concept of OG token, which is organic growth. This token will be creating more opportunities, solving project challenges, and what matters is all this will happen like in a market or in the whole industry together. Yeah, so that's the whole concept about the token. We started this project since November. We've been discussing the idea. We've been putting basics, solving and determining problems and challenges that everyone in the industry will be facing. Our target audience, of course, it will be project owners or employers in general in the crypto industry. We're also trying to solve problems for freelancers and gem hunters as well. Yeah.
Cool. Yes, so
Yes.
yeah,
Sorry.
go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just going to add on because I want to share a little bit more about how we founded the token in general. So Jawad has given a good overview, a very brief overview, I would say, about the token. And I guess one thing that's very fair for us to share is how did we come up with this concept in the first place? So because we both have helped out in projects like Jawad, he used to help out in the shadow for B&B Cash and a few other projects. One thing we know for sure from all project owners is we face a lot of scam ourselves. So it's not just investors who face scam from rug projects, but crypto project owners get scammed every single day from people who claim to be able to do certain marketing for them, or they would pay people who wouldn't do the job. And we're talking about people who are real in the industry. So with the platform, we hope to be able to at least balance that by introducing the escrow system. I saw that there's some questions there, but I wouldn't answer them for now. I'll let Toplet and Despre select. So all in all, we have noticed a lot of problems related to crypto project owners, which I briefly mentioned. Marketers themselves, they face issues, and obviously from the gem hunters. So in our red paper, which is our white paper in short, we have detailed down everything, every single challenge and how we are going to solve it, at least from our point of view, how we have researched and what we're going to do for it. So if you guys do have some time, do run through the red paper. It's really detailed. We put in a lot of thoughts in the wordings, and we hope that you guys will be able to understand a little bit more about how or why this was founded in the first place.
Yeah, cool. So this project is basically about helping the community members and also the project owners and like also the crypto businesses that is to develop in the future. So it's a great idea to be from the investor's point and also from the project owner's point. Yeah. So when, as you said, like when exactly did you guys start working on this project?
We started working on this project since November.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and after that, after setting up the idea and everything that it will take care of, we managed to register a company in Singapore as a freelance marketplace and and cryptocurrency.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, go ahead.
Sorry. I think he left out one important part in November because we did secure like a huge amount of investment before starting the project, but it's not from the general public. So we're really honored and lucky that we managed to get $100,000. Of course, this includes some of both of our funds, but there's 2 angel investors who have invested heavily for us to create a platform. So that's why we were able to start the development from November because otherwise, a lot of projects, what they would do is they will obtain the money from the pre-sale, and from the pre-sale, they start the development, which could take up to like 5 to 6 months. So we skipped the whole thing. We did it a background before collecting money from people, and that was the background.
Cool. Like, I know two of the founders are present at the moment, and can you just explain what are the rest of the team members in your project as well, and how will they affect your project?
Regarding the team, so far it's just the 2 of us, Joey and I. We're taking care of everything. Of course, we're planning to expand within time, but so far it's just the 2 of us.
Cool. Yeah. Next. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, just 2 of us as core team member. Sorry, my mic has something. Yeah, 2 of us as core team member. But in terms of development, Jawad is actually working with a development company. We signed an NDA, so we can't disclose their company. The reason why was because we asked for the NDA in the first place back in November because we didn't want the idea to be shared. But there is a company that helps us to do the platform along with him because if you guys know, full stack development is not a one person's job. You need UI, UX designers, you need people to write different codes, you need people to take care of servers. So that there's you need at least a team of about 8 or 9. And we outsource that to a company that does it really, really well with us so that we can do it together to ensure that the platform is smooth. But like what Jawad has mentioned earlier, we do want to expand later on. But at the immediate moment, it doesn't make sense for us to absorb anything in-house.
Perfect. So next part of this AMA will be mission and vision, and my friend Despre will take it over. Go ahead, Despre. You have to unmute yourself, Despre.
It's grand. I can take it over if he's having mic problems.
Mute.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, so he doesn't seem to. He might be having some difficulties. Yeah, so the next part is mission and vision. Is it clear in your strategic plan? What do you have? Is it clear in your strategic plan? What do you and how do you differ from competition, if any?
Yeah, sure. I think this is something that I would be very excited to talk about because it's a passion from my side. This might be a little long, so break me into pieces if you have to stop me. So the vision here is really quite different. We name ourselves organic growth because the idea of the whole project is to be able to grow with the industry. Now, we're not just saying grow with the industry as in we want to be the #1 crypto token in the space and whatnot. It's really not like that. So while that's nice, and of course we do want to get there, be known, but the whole idea is to be able to create a safer place for different projects. Why would I say so? So right now, a lot of projects are running on their own. And I think a lot of us would realize projects that have legit utility that's taking time to build, they might die out halfway, either because of funding or people don't really understand what they're trying to do, and slowly they just die out. So from our end, although it's just, you might see we have a freelance platform where people can acquire services or post jobs you have a lot of other platforms that can do that. You have Fiverr, you have Upwork, you have different ones that are even coming up. So what's really that special, isn't it? But for us, we're really focused on crypto marketing because there's a gap right now in the space. And if you have spoken to project owners before, if you've spoken to different people, you realize like some people would have charged you like $10,000 for an AMA session, while the others are like, cool, just drop me $200 and that's it. And sometimes they bring about similar effects and not many people know. How do they verify? You can't Google this up. You can't Google the prices up. Even if you can, it's not always updated. The reviews are not always accurate. But with our platform, you can find like, as people start using it, they can build proper reviews. They can see different stuff. So that's really just about the platform, isn't it? Why would we be different? Part of our earnings from the token and part of the earnings that we'll have on our platform, we do plan on giving out grants to projects that really deserve it. So we'll have like, probably for now, we're thinking about monthly grants where we'll give them a bunch of, an amount of money plus services, like we will put them on ads on our platform because there is ad spaces there where projects can promote themselves. There's leaderboard. So the leaderboard is basically for projects. A lot of coin listing sites that you see that have leaderboard will have our own leaderboard for very specific projects. And we also have something called OG services. So OG services is basically services that we provide from our end. It can be, it can range from different items, like we can have interviews with them because we have blog areas within the platform. We can put them on leaderboard. We can put them on ads. We can connect them to different project owners. We can give free consultation. And really, the free consultation part is what we want to do permanently because it's unfortunate that a lot of projects have to survive alone. Hopefully, with us going into the market, we will be able to connect them together. When two projects connect together, a lot of times they can come up with something new, something more beneficial for the space. And imagine this in a larger scale. We have a lot of these projects collaborating. So a lot of steps are coming. I would say there's a lot more things that I would say we're different, but really I want to focus on this top few parts because that's really our idea, our vision is to make sure that we're able to grow with the space, help with the space, and provide a safer space for crypto project owners specifically to find proper marketing channels.
Thank you very much for that answer. Actually, very good insight, and I can't wait. I'm very excited for this. I'll give it back to Desiree since he's back. He had a bit of technical difficulties, but he's back now, and he'll take it away. Cheers, Desiree.
Hi, thank you. So sorry for that. I had an issue with my devices here. The connection failed, and I had to do a restart. Joey, or Jawad, the next question I have is the vision of the token realistic and attainable? Is it meaningful?
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, because I thought of continuing from just now. Do you want to take it or should I take it?
No, just go ahead. If there's anything to add, I will go ahead for it.
Cool.
Okay, sure. Sorry, Clash. So yeah, it is very achievable, and I'll tell you why. Because we have the platform almost ready. Actually, if we want to launch with the token, we could, but we wouldn't do so because the price would be a bit unstable. I won't step too much into that. But it's extremely doable. The real utility of this case, to build the utility, we need to be in contact with a lot of projects. We need to we need to connect with different freelancers. We're talking about influencers, potentially celebrities, agencies, like KYC agencies, audit agencies for them to appear. So as we grow the user base on the platform, really the vision is that's exactly what we need. We get more exposure to different projects, people coming to us, maybe recommending different projects that need help, whether they have funding, whether they don't have funding, we'll figure something out. If we can, we'll help them out. Even a lot of projects may have problem with marketing budget or even budgeting for it itself. Some might be throwing money everywhere. So, all these things that we are doing is definitely achievable because it's within what we can do. The team expansion will focus a lot on acquiring people into the platform. We're talking about people to employ, people to work on the platform, as well as people to use the ad services and whatnot. So yes, there is already a business plan on how this can be done. Right now, as long as the platform is live, you guys will be able to see the growth. Fortunately, we managed to secure a few deals from different freelancers and employers. Can't share their names just yet, but they are people that you guys already know, I'm sure, very sure. It's not a huge amount of people just yet, but we have good amount of people, and the people that we pitch to right now, they are very interested and they know what the platform can do. Honestly, to achieve that vision, it might take some time, but we will do it through our exposure in exhibitions. We have already been approached by World of Web3 Summit for Dubai, but we can't travel out of Malaysia at the moment due to current restriction locally. It's not anything, but we were invited over there to actually sponsor and set up our booth, but we couldn't make it because of the time. But we are aiming things for in Singapore, hopefully in June. We'll see how that goes or how the budget goes. But yeah, we want to get involved in that space. So the growth is definite. The vision is achievable. These are just some examples, if they make sense.
Nice. Sounds great. So, okay, you already told us about organic growth, but what value are you bringing on the table and specific unique selling point, the USP?
Yeah, I guess I might sound like a broken record, but that's very sorry because earlier Aline asked something similar about what's our vision, so I was pushing the USP.
Yeah, my connection was interrupted and I don't know what question has been answered before.
That's okay. That's no problem. I can repeat that. That's not an issue.
So keep it short, so you don't have to tell everything again.
Sure. So in short, we found gaps in the crypto marketing site for 3 target audience. We're talking about service providers themselves, mostly marketers, the project owners, and also gem hunters. So what we have on our platform, we showcase, we connect, and we grow projects. That's in short. We close the loop from front to end. So we connect with all parties and make sure that no one is left behind. What I think why that is really unique for us is because we look at all angles when we tackle this, whereas many projects, I won't say most or all, they might focus on one audience, and that's good depending on what they do, right? But for us, we're looking at it holistically. So that would make us really different. Sure, the platform is different. The concept is a mix of everything. It's a hybrid of all. That I think many people would say, hey, even that self. But for us, really, it's the whole idea and the passion that we're bringing on the table and the people that we try to connect. I do think that's our strongest unique selling point.
Okay, thank you. So I will hand over to Web Bambino. Web Bambino, are you there?
I am, yeah. Thank you very much, Despre. Yeah, so in the words of Michael Bublé himself, it's a new dawn, it's a new day, and I'm feeling OG. Glad to have Miss OG herself, Joey, and her partner, Mr. OG, Jawad, on. As I said at first, I'm extremely excited for this project, and which brings me actually to my next questions. What milestones have you set for this project?
Shola, you want to take it, or
you can go ahead.
Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, there are multiple milestones. When we started in November, we wanted to kickstart with the development. We were aiming for it to be to finish somewhere end of February, and then we test it out and have it mid of March. So in between the milestones that we have achieved, we have managed to secure the investment, start the development, created the company, finished our private sale. So we're pending for our pre-sale, but most important, those are subsidiary to what's going to happen. What's really important for us is right now, we are trying to collect about more than 100 projects on the platform. We have roughly, thanks to a lot of contacts that were given, we have more than 100 freelancers who are ready from different directions that will happen when we are on the platform. So the next step for us really is a pre-sale. After the pre-sale, we're going to do more marketing that focus on the launch for the platform. When the platform has started, our next milestone is to be able to go on a long promotion for different projects to showcase them. And moving forward to the end of the year, what we do plan to do is create a lounge. So this lounge is focused for all project owners. What we want to do with the lounge is to get them to connect, collaborate, and maybe create, have new business plans and whatnot. Lastly, until the end of the year, one thing that we're quite ambitious is we do hope by end of 2022, we can find a celebrity ambassador for OG. You know, the name is, we came up with the name Organic Growth, but really the whole reason, it started with the word OG because we love the word so much. And we're like, and Joat was going through and say, hey, what about organic growth? And hey, that's OG. And, you know, it's both cool and serious at the same time. So the next milestone for us really is branding at the end. Is to brand. We want to be able to spread the awareness of the platform to different markets. So we're looking at going to universities to try and partner and see if we can get to give some speech, seminar, conferences to encourage university students to join the platform as freelancers. There are categories that they can get on, like design, development, things like that. So those are the few milestones for this year and what we have achieved so far.
Great. I'm glad to hear about it. Speaking about celebrity bringing on and partnerships, what partnerships are in place to take this project to the next level?
Yeah, I guess for partnership, I guess most of the questions would be directed to me since Jawa take care of the tech side. So if there is a tech question, I'll direct to him. What will bring us to the next level really is the adoption. So the adoption of the platform is ultimately the most important. There's a lot of ways for us to promote adoption. So we will try and connect with bigger projects to see if we are able to cross-share the community. What do we mean by cross-share? Really is when we try to grow their group, or when we form those partnerships, we will be able to obtain some of their community members, understand about the project, and potentially be someone who will either work on the platform or use the token or invest in the token. So the more partnership that we do, really is about the quantity and also the people that we will get to, the size of the project, the size of the employer, and the exposure that we will get. But ultimately, it's very important that as this partnership goal, we want to be associated with big names that is already known in the industry, not just projects. We're talking about potentially like auditing agencies. So one thing that is happening tomorrow, well, this is not confirmed, by the way, I'm just sharing, is I'm having a conversation with the CEO for Solid Proof. We're trying to onboard them to provide audit services on the OG platform. I know the CEO pretty well. Because I've recommended quite some projects over to him and we have some business relationship going on. So we really hope to be able to onboard them. When we have great big names like this, they help to push the platform. So will the projects. So I guess to answer your question, for us to take the next big step, we want partnership with bigger names that is known in the industry, that connects with different projects already. So I think the first step that we will start is probably all these agencies that are well known.
Wow, I can already foresee that you guys will have a lot of holders. Can the holders expect the token to be listed on CEX?
Yes, but we don't have such plan yet. Why so? Because we really want to push the usage of the platform. We want to run the utility. while yes, it's important for the token price probably to increase a substantial amount. I don't think anybody would deny that, but we all know that if there's nothing really holding there's no proper usage of the token, it won't be successful. So in the first place, honestly, for centralized exchanges, we're not aiming to be on it soon. We want to be able to push the utility of the token first on the platform, try to grow the presence of the platform. When it's more well-known, then we will start listing on centralized exchanges. But before the centralized exchanges, actually, we're trying to see if there's way, we know there's way, we will try to save some funds to ensure that we can allow people to buy OG token directly from their credit cards. Because, if they're using OG token to pay on the platform, they need quick access, and it might be easier sometimes to just buy from the credit card. So that might be the first thing that we even look at before centralized exchanges. And I hope that makes sense.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. No, talking about future plans, do you guys plan to bridge your token to other blockchains, for instance?
That is for our tech expert. Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
Jawad?
Okay, I think he lost connection. Okay, it's fine. You can still see him though, but you can't hear. Okay, that's fine. No, at this moment, no. Not in the next 12 months. Obviously, if it does grow bigger, depending on how it is, we may, but it's really not within plan to have our own blockchain at the moment, because right now the BSC has really good support. And I think for new projects, while it's good to aim to have its own blockchain, but I think it might go in a different direction for us because we're more working towards the business side, not so much on our own blockchain, but that's not out of plan completely. It's just nothing that we're considering at this moment.
Wow. Joey, as you know yourself, I'm a big NFT fan. And my next question is actually regarding the NFTs. Do you plan to connect the project with the NFT industry?
Oh, I think Jawad has disconnected.
Yeah.
Yes. So, yeah. Sorry.
Some
So
technical difficulties everywhere.
I guess so, because he didn't even DM me. But yeah. Yes. So all projects that have relationships, so any form of projects, regardless if it's NFT or not, we do want to connect with them as long as they are in the crypto space. It's not something that we're targeting separately. It's something that we can target together. So to answer that question, yes.
I'm very excited for that. Very happy to hear it. Welcome back, Jawad. Can you hear us, Jawad?
Yes. Now it's
Perfect. Well, that leads me to my next category, which I'll pass it on to my buddy, Desperate. Desperate, you can take it away. Thanks, guys, again for answering my questions. Yeah, Desperate, if you can take it away, please.
Thank you, Will Babino. So, Jawad and Joey, you can hear me, right? Is everything fine with your connection? Yeah. Okay.
I'm good.
It's a silly day today. It's the second time I lost my connection as well. So, I want to go to the red paper questions with you guys. So, in the red paper, it says that the escrow feature is dedicated solely as a step of guarantee of funds as well as delivery of services. OG team is not responsible for the quality of services that is delivered by the marketer. So this is fine, but how can you guarantee that the funds are safe for the involved parties? And how do you park the funds?
Yeah, I think that's for a tech expert, but it looks like he can't hear. I think his connection has issue again. Joey, can you hear us? Yeah, I don't think he can. It's okay. I can. Thankfully, I stole all his model answers. If I'm not answering the tech part very accurately, I apologize, but
Okay.
I will explain as far and as technical as I possibly can. So, The escrow function, usually how escrow is triggered in the traditional way is, let's say, project A or person A tries to pay person B, let's say $100, right? So person A has to send that $100 somewhere, and that's not to person B. So it's an independent area where it's holding the money. And if person B has done their job and person A is happy, they release the fund. How we are doing it is very different. So we will use Web3. How it will work is when person A makes a transaction of $100 in their wallet, $100 worth of OG token, for example, 100 OG tokens, it gets locked into their wallet. They can't unlock it from their end. It can only be unlocked from the platform. So if they want to they want a refund from there or dispute, it has to go through us. They can't just trigger it. Whereas, so we don't hold their funds per se. So their fund is still secure in their wallet. It's just how does it get released to the next party, or does it go back to their wallet? So it's a little bit different because one of our worry is if we're holding the fund, we're really worried about things like we've heard so many platforms or so many businesses, they say that they've been hacked. And I would say it's a really real problem out there. Technology is really advanced. There's a lot of talent in the world, talent who has malicious intent. And one of the biggest requests that we have was to make sure that we don't hold the money, because we don't want it to, imagine if it's a few $100,000 a day and in the escrow that's within our reach, and if it gets hacked, how can we pay them back? That's just not possible. So it gets locked in their own wallet, in the person A's wallet.
Cool. And is the future valid worldwide? I mean, there are different laws around the world on the subject, right? Or is Singapore's law the only one that matters here?
No, I would say, the worldwide regulation is extremely important. And the only problem here is many countries do not have proper regulations for crypto. They may have started for taxes, but not for businesses to conduct crypto transactions. So for now, we're using Singapore's regulation because they have clear rules on what they regulate in the space for businesses that deals with crypto, and they have a heavy eye to monitor. So at this moment, we're complying with the regulations over there because it's one of the best that we can find. But it's not with saying that if there's another country or other countries that start coming up, they may have different rules, we will not comply to it. It really depends on the presence and the community. So this is something that we'll work with our lawyer. We do have a lawyer. She's not full-time into the project, but she is our consultant, so to speak. So for now, lawyers have advised we should strictly just follow Singapore's regulation when it comes to that, even the marketplace. So our terms of use, policy privacy and everything would pretty much follow Singapore's regulation for now.
Okay, cool. Jawad, nice to have you back. Can you hear us?
Yes, all good.
Okay,
all good.
Great. So Joey answered some questions about the red paper. Later on, she might tell you what it was about, okay? So I want to go on with the crypto canteen analysis of OG, okay? So this is a statement from us, our analysis. Oh, it's loud. Joey, you're typing?
Yeah.
I can hear you typing.
If you can
sorry, I just sorry, I have to mute myself. I'm sorry.
Joey uses a tactical keyboard, I guess.
Yeah. I
remember
we had whenever. Yeah, nice.
Good ASMR, I guess.
So
sorry.
analysis goes out for the community. Yeah. First of all, we want to make clear we don't give any financial advice for investments or how you should deal with your money and so on. It is always up to oneself if you decide to invest or not. But we made our analysis on OG, and our analysis goes well beyond verifying that the project is legitimate and reputable. Normally, we also will assess the technical data of a project, but technical analysis in cryptocurrency involves using mathematical indicators based on previous price actions data to try to predict future trends and so on. So the point is OG hasn't launched yet. So in this analysis, we focus on the essential factors of whether a project is noteworthy and legitimate or not. As many of you already know, Canteen puts projects through their paces before inviting them to an AMA and presenting them to our community. Yeah. So organic growth is totally doxed. That's the first thing. One can easily get in touch with the founders and get all information about them one needs. The owners are already known in the crypto world. So I can sign this. They have been involved with other projects before and enjoy a positive reputation. Organic Growth is an officially registered company in Singapore. You can check the registration number on Organic Growth's website, www.ogtoken.io. We checked it as well, and it's totally legit. Organic Growth's vision is, in our analysis, realistic, and so are the promises they make in their red paper. So from all we got to know by now, we can say that Organic Growth launches a unique project. Sorry, my throat. A unique project in the space that has never been seen before. It delivers other projects chances to outsource tasks with a secure feeling and protects from scams or bad cooperations, like Joey and Jawad told us before. Also, freelancers enjoy a real protection and smooth treatment when it comes up to getting hired by a project for anything that the freelancers do offer. There's no more need to think about if something is a scam or not. So those who have been involved in the space for some time and have already had some experience know exactly how helpful the promised service is. So this is our short analysis about OG, and I hope Joey and Jawad agree with us. And cool. I tried by heart to find. We need to be fair. Okay, when you do an analysis, you have to look for cons. Yeah, and I couldn't find any. So this is absolutely cool. And now I want to give it back to Toplet. Toplet, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. So
yeah, go ahead.
No, it's okay.
Yeah. All right. So this section of the AMA will be pre-sale, about the pre-sale and the launch day. So, and these are like technical questions. I'm sure Jawad can answer them. Oh, Jawad is out again. Jawad, are you here, Jawad?
No, he's not. It's like a roller.
It is. Maybe Joey can multitask for us. It's no problem.
Yeah.
Cool.
I guess I have to.
Jawad is
When Starlink.
Jawad is on says on the VC but not on video.
Yeah, I think it's trying to reduce the connection. Is he still there? Okay. No, it's fine. Yeah, he disconnected, I guess. Let me try and call. But yeah, if I can't take the question, I'll probably text him and get an answer. But I should be able to handle it.
Cool.
I
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
should be able to handle it.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So, you know, like smart contracts are really prone to failure. Yeah. So many projects fall victim for this, and at these stages of launching a project, it might cost the owners a lot of money, or it might cost the users a lot of money as well. Correct? So and
Yes.
it also can discredit the project as well. So how reliable and secure is your smart contract?
Yeah, okay, this one I definitely can answer because this is something that we've been talking about for a few months. So, to make sure that the contract is perfect, Joad not only writes the codes, he also worked with different people to cross-check the code. So he would have written a really good copy of it. He got other developers to run through the code, and actually two different developers. One is from the agency that we're already working with, one external. But ultimately, we will definitely send to audit before the pre-sale. The only problem is we're trying to get in contact with Certic, but I think their timeline right now is really long. We are worried that they can't share the report before we launch, and that will be a problem. So potentially we have to go with Solid Proof because Solid Proof is a proper agency in Germany. Honestly, there's not many agencies that I do trust personally, so I wouldn't pick for the project. But yeah, we'll probably have to get them to run through the codes to make sure everything is cool. So I guess one thing that is very important when a project launch is the audit is not just for assurance of the people, but it's also for assurance for the owner because we may have written one tiny dot incorrectly that could flop. You know, it's a code, it's very sensitive. It says directly what you want to do. And sometimes when you just write one alphabet wrong or you put an additional symbol, it might just break down. So yeah, we have multi channel audits, and we want to do an official one. So if everybody has looked at it and it's good, we're confident. So far it's good, but we are trying to get a deadline for the audit to make sure that we can make it in time for pre-sale.
Cool. That's a cool answer. So yeah, as you mentioned, like your contract will be audited, and like all these contract auditors do not really agree to releasing their audits before token is live. So are we expecting a contract before the launch or after the launch?
Wait.
No.
It's just to prevent people from being able to snipe it. So even though we do have some parameters within the contract, so one thing Joad has done is to prevent sandwich attack. We have put in parameters so that snipe bots can't sell on the same block. So we don't really want to share exactly what we did because I don't want those who, there's people who actually purchase Snipebot that don't know how to use it. But there's also people who know. So people who know, even if I review, either way they know. But this is in case if there's any snipe botters here. I hope not. Or you'll be on YouTube, when we share the video. But we do have parameters to ensure that it's not there. So yeah.
Yeah. So that's good to hear. So whoever is taking unethical means to snipe a project should get what they should get. Yeah. So a lot of members on our community really haven't participated in a pre-sale before. I'm sure most of them haven't participated in a pre-sale before. Can you just tell us how does the pre-sale work, and what are the stages of pre-sale, and what they can expect when the token goes live?
Honestly, for people who have not participated in pre-sale before, personally as an investor, put OG aside. I'll talk about OG in the process a little bit, but I do have an advice. But please don't take this as financial advice. I would suggest you guys really try to look for projects who have done pre-sale. Look for projects that have different amount of max cap for pre-sale, like how much supply from the pre-sale can you purchase off the total supply. Like for us, our max is about 0.06% per slot for pre-sale. We put it quite low because we really don't want to be affected by the dumps too much. No doubt there will be people who take profit who wouldn't if it goes really high. But you know, things like this, if you participate and you don't understand, it's going to scare you a lot when you join a project that's newly launched, especially after pre-sale. So I would say, one, research about projects with pre-sale, but look for the ones in BNB chain, because now we will be launching on BNB chain. Try to make some comparison, understand the supply amount, and also the hard cap, like, you know, how much are they trying to raise and what's the purpose of them trying to raise that money. Not to discredit anybody here, please do not quote me on that, but a lot of projects do take money, but they don't explain what exactly are they for. Like for us, our amount, I wouldn't say it's too big, it's not too small. It's our pre-sale amount will be 165,000 BUSD. 60% of it will go to the liquidity so that there's some money for people to cash out when they sell. And 40% really is for us to save as backup, because one thing that we do know is the market might hit a bear market soon. Right? We want to be able to prepare for the worst case. So really the additional part, the 40% from the pre-sale, is to prepare us up for rainy days, because even if the token is not doing well, which we hope not, but our whole purpose is the utility. If the utility gets to be more adopted, like people adopt the services that we have, and more people use the platform, automatically, you know, the token's price will be affected. The trade volume will go up. We have high amount of reflection with 4% for that reason, because we don't want to have a separate staking mechanism. Really, you know, reflection probably gives more comparing to you locking it one area. Yes, it doesn't hold you accountable. Like you can withdraw anytime or sell anytime, but we don't want to get too complicated into those. So yeah, I know I strayed a little bit, but for pre-sale, really, these are the few advices that I would give. And for us, honestly, I've just explained what we will use the funds for. But I also think that you should review and compare our project and other projects in terms of price differences from pre-sale to launch. Usually, it shouldn't be too much of a difference. We only have 10% difference from pre-sale to launch. So that would have been covered by the taxes anyway. So everyone would have started at something like a launch price if they were to sell. So they can't sell at launch immediately. It has to still crawl a little bit before they can make money. That's basically for us to, you know, at least be able to hit solid ground. So we will never go under pre-sale price in that situation. But yes, pre-sale can be extremely either profitable if you're looking for quick profits. It can be a great entrance for you to accumulate a lot of reflection for future if you're going to be a diamond hand holder. But it can also freak you out. Sometimes the price can drop so mad because, you know, people don't control the pre-sale price and the launch price. And if you're new to crypto, you'll probably be really terrified and say, crypto's a scam, I won't do this anymore. But really, there's just so much differences and people who are doing different things. So try to read up on those.
Cool. Yeah. So basically, in my perspective, pre-sales, getting into pre-sales in a solid project has always benefited me. These projects, some of the projects like that start with like 10 BNB liquidity. I'm not sure if I want to be associated with them or like to participate in those pre-sales as well, because their liquidity is so volatile that even if someone sell off 1 BNB or 2 BNB, or for say like if someone invests like 10 BNB, the price jumps up so fast, so quickly. So yeah, so getting into a normal amount of pre-sale, for example, if I compare your project to, for say, like, it could be around like 180 to 200 BNB pre-sale if I compare to the BNB price. And as you said, it should be like 165k BUSD as well, right? Mm-hmm.
The current price is 100 plus BNB.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So even better. So that is how the pre-sale works. So getting in on a pre-sale price is always beneficial if you are getting into a solid project. Yeah. So what is actually your max wallet size? How much people can buy in when the project is launched?
Once it's launched out of pre-sale, there's no max wallet size, but we do have difference in terms of taxes. So to buy in, the taxes is a lot lower at 10%, but there's 4% reflection on both buy and sell. The sell is going to be a lot higher, which is 15%, and that would stay for an amount of time before the platform is launching. But most of it will feed back into development and marketing, some to the team wallet. But that's done on purpose because we do want to maintain not too volatile of a price. Obviously, it will be. We can't say, hey, it's going to be a smooth journey. Don't worry, moon with us. That's a lie. But yeah, as much as we can, we try and keep it stable. And that's why we are pairing our liquidity with BUSD, just like my past project, because right now the crypto market is so uncertain. So there's no max wallet. After the launch, there's only max, quite a small amount for pre-sale in terms of its max.
Cool. Okay, so as you said, you will host a pre-sale, right? So what platform is it are you hosting, and how is the procedure of getting your, participating in your pre-sale?
Okay, so we will put this on Unicrypt. We were contemplating between few platforms because some, I think, recently haven't got really good reputation. We've been recommended on a lot, but there's some caveat here and there that we can't go with. So we'll stick with Unicrypt, all but gold. How Unicrypt works, they just changed their allocation 2 days ago, I think on 26th of February. Honestly, it's a lot more different than before. I have to go back and share with the community specifically on the steps, but if I remember correctly right now, they have now divided there's a max allocation for Unicrypt holder. So Unicrypt holder can only purchase 20% of the hard cap. So in this situation, 20% of 165,000 would be 33,000. The rest of the allocation goes to whitelist, and if whitelist doesn't fill, it goes into public round. That's the newest update that I've gotten from Unicrypt. Someone, really kind community member in OG shared this with us. We'll verify that and make sure that all details like that get shared out closer to the date.
Cool. So as to say what Joey said, like pre-sales has whitelist spots, and also Unicrypt has their allocations for the people who are holding Unicrypt tokens, so that they can participate in OG tokens pre-sale. So that 20% is separate for Unicrypt holders only, and rest of the 80% is for whitelist holder. So for example, I'm not sure what is the max contribution for a single wallet. Can you just clarify that one?
Yeah, that will be, currently we're placing it at 700 BUSD, but that would equate to 0.0633636363% of the total supply. So if everybody buys the max amount, we will require about 236-ish, I think, people. So the max is 0.063. Yeah, that's the amount per wallet.
Cool.
We might reduce because we've been getting a lot of requests for whitelist, but so far we're sticking to 700.
Yeah, obviously OG token OG token needs whitelist spots. It's a brilliant project in my opinion. So like what is the like have you guys decided on a hard cap and a soft cap?
So the hard cap is 165,000. 165,440 BUSD. So we have 40,000 tokens from the private sale. We had a very small private sale to reward our loyal supporters since November. But there's one extra slot from there that we'll carry forward to the pre-sale. That's the hard cap. The soft cap will be about 60% of it, because 60% of that 60% would still make up a good amount of liquidity. So what we really care about the most is the amount that's needed for liquidity.
Perfect. So yeah, I'm sure the hard cap will fill very, very easily. Yeah. So what is the date and time of launch? Can you tell to the community, please?
The date will definitely be set on the 12th of March. Now the time, usually we would set it on 3 p.m. UTC. We have not put it on Unicrypt yet, but that's what we do plan. It's 3 p.m. UTC for the pre-sale. Now the launch on Unicrypt is a little different than other platforms. So on other platform, you can put a different date if you want to launch after the pre-sale is filled. But for Unicrypt, the moment the pre-sale is filled, anyone who has joined the pre-sale can initialize the market. What this means is that they can launch the token to promote full decentralization. Why do they do that? I think that also helps to reduce snipe attacks, because some bots, what they do is they stick to the time, and if you say 11 o'clock, I'm going to launch, they'll prepare their bot, set it up at 11, and they'll snipe at the first chance before you're live. But from Unicrypt's end, anybody can initialize the market. Immediately, you will go into Pancake Swap. There's pros and cons. The pro is, the chances of people sniping at launch is low, very low. But the con is we can't give you an exact time, like what we're discussing right now. I can't give you it has to be initialized.
Yeah, that's perfect. So, so the next section is our live questions. So, Weird Bambino, take it away.
Thank you, Top Lad. Yeah, I'm actually extremely happy for this project and extremely excited. I've been as a project owner myself and the NFT department. I was always looking for people who can help me out with my own project, but I was always scared to approach them. From the scamming point of view, everybody promises things, they copy and paste Google stuff, and bring it towards you. And I'm like, yeah, that's fine, I like it. And then there's I need payment first, and I was always skeptical about sending payments. But with your project, I love the escrow feature and that I can actually trust. Go on your website, look for freelancers in the project, pick somebody out, pick somebody from where you guys recommend, and even somebody from a list probably. Get them on, put my money in escrow, and then let them do their work, and then see what happens next. But I'm extremely excited for everything that's to come with OG, the Original Gangsters, I guess, project. And I know some of the community have live questions, so I'm going to go ahead and pick some live questions. We'll go ahead first to Swedish Crypto. Can you answer?
Yes, sir. Hello, and very nice work with the service. This is something we need in the industry. And I would like to ask you first, since you answered a lot of my questions, or a lot of our questions, but firstly, is there going to be an easy solution for as a DApp where you can connect two wallets and then you can have a smart contract, and there will be like a 3 multi-sig, and the handshake will be done after it's signed from the contractor and the contractee?
Yeah. So thank you so much for the question, by the way. So the platform functions as partial dApp because it's not full dApp. If it's a full dApp, it means that the moment you sign in, you would have used your wallet to be your profile. So we don't have that. You have to register for an account, then you connect your wallet. So it still goes through the wallet. The platform still interacts with two wallets, their own personal wallets. So they still have to connect through MetaMask or True Wallet Connect in this instance, which we are not processing that solution. We're using the integration. So yes, it's a partial dApp in its way. It's not a full dApp, as mentioned. And I hope this answers the question.
It does. And can any agreement be a smart contract? And how does the lock and release of escrowed fundings work?
Yeah, sure. So to lock the amount of so on our platform, basically the moment when someone wants to deposit the escrow is very easy. So from the front interface, it looks like just a few buttons where you would click deposit in the escrow, and then it gets locked, and then they can see how much is locked in the wallet in the platform. But honestly, at the back end, what happens is when it's triggered, the moment that lock or deposit in the escrow is triggered, nothing gets deposited out. It just gets locked inside their wallet. And then, when the time that they want to release, they go back to the OG platform, log into their account where they either release or they request a dispute. In this instance, for dispute, right now our policy is mostly focused on non-delivery or late delivery. We don't look at the quality of the service that's given, because for marketing, it's really hard to put a finger into saying that what they did is of quality, what they did is not of quality, because there are multiple factors like market and audience and things like that. So I would say in terms of the... Oh God, sorry. My mind just went blank for a moment.
It's no problem. Then, you answered the question really well. It's no problem. But next question, very, very good utility. If you could integrate it with some kind of bot into Telegram, where you could easily just connect a couple of wallets and you get the hash back, and they can deposit some funds, and the contract will be live, and you will have a escrow up for a certain type. Would be good if you could make that kind. Just a bot, and then you can have part A, part B, and then the case, and it will generate the hash or the business purpose. That would be awesome, for some quick entries, because we launch 2 projects every month, and we would like to use this service all the time.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Swedish, for the questions and also for the advice. That's great advice and questions. Thank you. I'd like to bring it to my next question, which will be by Skywalker. Skywalker, take it right there, please. Yeah, unmute your mic there.
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much, guys, for this AMA. I think this is really exciting. This platform has a lot of potential. I have some questions. Who would you say is the main customer for OG? Because I've heard a lot about the potential for project owners, but also creative people. And in your view, who is the main customer growing the business?
Yeah, so thank you for the question, by the way. I think you caught a really good point. Although we did say we're catering to exactly what you mentioned, crypto project owners, service providers, and we also mentioned investors, because we have things like leaderboard where they can look for projects who have invested, how much they have invested in marketing and so forth. So we have 3 types of customer, but there must be a main focus. I get what you mean. For this to really succeed, honestly, we should have good employers. Freelancers in general, they're constantly looking for businesses. And I think, they are our customer for sure, because they are providing services on the platform. That goes without saying. But really, the main priority at this very moment is crypto projects. And that's our main target audience. I would say if I have to give a higher priority, I would give a ratio of 4 to crypto project owner, 3.5 to service provider, and the rest 2.5 to the investors.
Oh, great. Thank you so much. And I want to ask you something. There's a lot of established tokens, NFT creators at the moment. I really see this growing with new tokens that are coming. But do you have an idea how to approach existing tokens today and projects today to integrate them?
Yes, for sure. So there are different strategies. None of it is foolproof, unfortunately. So right now, how we are branching out is really through all the contacts that we have in the crypto world. Thankfully, we have managed to connect with a lot of people that owns large communities as well, and they are helping us to also get these projects on board. So, for example, let's say a core group. If we manage to partner with them, not only will they appear on the platform as freelancer, but they will supply us with contacts to approach the projects to be employers on the platform. So I guess primarily in this very moment right now, we're trying to build really solid relationship with this close circle and get the contacts from outside. But honestly, we need a lot of people to feed us with this information for now. But subsequently, we will have, during our team expansion, we'll have our own salespeople where we'll have business development managers to reach out to all these different projects to work with them and ask for partnership. So step by step, I guess, in the early beginning, really within our own context, about, I guess, April, May, we'll have our own business development manager that's actively seeking out the projects to recruit them.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for the question, Skywalker. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. If we can go to our next question, I think it is by Astroman. Astroman, take it away there, please.
Hello. Hi, everyone. Reading the red paper, I really appreciate what you guys are doing. I could imagine a platform where everyone, you have project crypto investors, project owners, crypto investors, project owners, marketers, having a platform where everyone interact. My question is regarding how do you get do the marketers and the project owners, they have to own the token to access some features, to do some to assess the features of the whole market hub, something like that, or is it just during the transaction some percentage just goes to the crypto investors of OG tokens, or how is it going to work out? Because I saw on the red paper summary that investors can just bring project owners to register freely. So I just want to be sure on how that's going to work. Do you need the project owners to own OG tokens to do some things? Is it going to be like that, or marketers as well? Are you expecting them to be holding the OG tokens to experience the full market hub platform?
Yeah, that's a great question from the red paper. I think this part has quite a few parts to it. So the first thing is we do have two types of payment option. So the first payment option is they can either pay with BUSD and BNB. But in order to push the utility of the token, we have the option for OG token on the platform. So the major difference between these two is two things. One is the fee structure. If they were to use BUSD and BNB like what they're accustomed to, by all means, but the fee, we will charge a 10% fee to the employer, and we will charge a higher service fee from the freelancer. So it will be 10% on both ends, 10% employer, 10% freelancer. Whereas if they use OG token, the employer basically do not have to pay any fee except for the smart chain fee that goes without saying when it gets transferred. The fee for the service fee for freelancer also reduced. Secondly, the escrow function, we only activate on OG token. We did it on purpose because we want to push the utility of our own token instead of BUSD and BNB. Yeah. So the reason why we have such a heavy push on the token is because we have high amount of reflection, and we want to reward holders or investors who are holding the price an amount as we trade. So imagine the trade volume is really high, right? As people purchase the token to use the services, even if there is buy and sell, because that's what they will use the token for, 4% both ways goes back to the holders. So it's like auto staking. We highly encourage the usage of OG token in that sense. So there's a lot of benefit using the token. Even for our services, OG services that we will provide from our side, that's out of the platform, we will highly promote the usage of the token as well, solely for this purpose.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds like I'm looking forward to like the implementation of all of it, because having read like the red paper, like it's a really big project, and the fruition of it will be so amazing to see, and I wish you all the best. Yeah.
Thank you, Astroman. Thanks for your question, and thank you for everybody else who asked live questions. We do have a question, actually, a couple of questions in the chat, which will be taken from Toplad. So, Toplad, you can take it away. Thanks again, guys.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I think we can take a few more live questions if anybody want to raise any questions.
Yes, please.
I think yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Hi there. First of all, hi to everyone. And I have to say, besides Anon token, I'm completely swept away regarding OG. But I couldn't listen to everything because I'm a little infant, kept on crying. But I don't know if you already answered this question, so please bear with me. Will there be in the future a burn of the tokens, or you won't practice it at all? As in burning the tokens.
Yes, this question actually hasn't been asked, so you caught the right question to ask. Good job.
Thank you.
Yeah, we have burning mechanism. So there's two things that we will do for burning. We have kept a good supply to burn. Actually, the 100 million supply, 25% of it we want to burn periodically, and it's done on purpose. Why we put such a heavy amount is because we want to be able to rally the platform as the adoption increases. If people hear high news of burn, it really increased the utility of the token itself. So that's number one. Two, we also have a burn for every transaction. So basically out of the 10%, 4% is reflection, 4% gets split into marketing, development, and team, and 2% we will collect for buyback, and whatever tokens that we buy back, we burn them. So those are all trackable. Yeah, so you guys can track it. So we will continue burning all those tokens that is from that 2%. Once it reaches 50 million tokens, we will stop that 2%. But if that 50 million gets burned before the milestones of the other 25%, it will continue burning. But that 2% will stop when it hits 50 million tokens.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's all from us.
If you guys have any more live questions, go ahead. It seems like they're prepared.
I have a question. I'm thinking about, because I was reading in the red paper about the link, or essentially the connection between the people, the projects and the marketers, that you will be able to validate that on the platform and see the track record and so on. And I think that's a really good, this is why I like the project so much, because I think that's a really good thing. My question is, will there be any link to the actual platforms where the marketing happens in some way, or is there any connection there? For example, me as a marketer creates something for a project. Will that be shown on the platform, or will there be a connection there somehow?
Yeah, so if you have received the services on the platform, So your profile will be quite interesting. It will show the amounts that you have earned, the amount of tasks that you've done, the portfolios that you have completed, and you can manually upload them as well. So for example, if you're a brand new profile, there is a section at the bottom where you can upload your existing work that you have done, even if it's out of platform. But there is also a separate section where people can see a portfolio of the projects that you have done in the platform. So out of platform, you can manually upload them. In the platform, it will automatically be recorded.
Okay, so actually over time, you could become a marketing platform also. Okay, great.
Yes.
That's great. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. And I really hope to see this grow. Yeah. Last question. Yeah. Are you an investor in Anon token? If not, you know what to do.
Sorry, I missed the part a little bit because it cracked. Did I hear that about Unknown token, if there's going to be a partnership or?
No, I said, are you an investor in Anon token? And if not, you need, you know what to do next.
Oh.
The roof is on fire.
You guys should, I don't appear in the group so much, but can you head on to the group a little bit and see my tag in the group? Just wanna I don't think he knows because I don't appear a lot. Can you see my tag in the Unknown token group?
Yeah.
Cool, I'm an admin there actually, so I do hold the tokens. Just saying.
Yeah. So any more questions? Live questions, please.
I have too many, but you're still. You're still like Viking.
We'll just give some opportunities to some other people as well. If not,
yeah, that's why I still being quiet.
Anybody? If you want to answer ask any questions, just unmute yourself and then ask the questions. Yep.
Also use the channel. If you would not like to speak, you can post in the channel.
Or I think so. All the questions in the chat and in the live questions have been answered by the founders. All right. So thank you, OG Token, for your time over here and coming here on Crypto Canteen to share your project. And we wish you best of luck for your journey until the pre-sale, and we shall talk to you soon enough.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much, guys. Well, actually, we have a small surprise for the community here.
Wow.
If you guys want, I mean, if you don't want the surprise, we can go.
I love surprises.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know how much I like teasing. Jawad was just texting me in the background. I think his connection should allow it. I don't know. He is going to display a little something for us.
Okay.
Yeah,
Can you share the platform? Oh, I just said it. Good at keeping secrets.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, we can't keep surprises.
Horrible.
Wow, beautiful.
Wow, beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Great.
This is
Red Hat.
Yeah. This is wait. No, this is not it. Yeah, this is the homepage.
Cool.
The homepage that we will have for the platform. I know the name is a little wonky right now. I think we hope be able to change it. Can you scroll or your connection just won't allow? Okay, you can scroll. Good. So that's how the leaderboard will look like. The front, I don't know what's wrong. The front page is like this. I think we can scroll past this and these are the okay, you're too fast right now. Yeah, sorry. Would you mind going into the dashboard? I actually really want them to see the dashboard. So you guys can see this is how it will look like. It's still not really all accurate right now because there is some buttons that don't work. We're still fixing them. There's still some spelling error, if you guys notice, from the developer site, which hurts my eye. But this is how it look like inside. We even have ad spot. If you guys can see on the far left, this is catered to, if you're an employer, you will see an ad for the freelancer. If you're a freelancer, you see an ad for the employer. So you know who to hunt, who to look for, to do business with. We have ads on the homepage actually, but it's not displayed today. I think it's down again. Yeah, we're still fixing all these things. So I think if you click something, it might show something else. But yeah, just a quick demo, sneak peek.
Beautiful.
For you guys.
It's awesome.
Awesome. Yeah, I'd like to see the projects that are like over deliver, and at this point, I feel like you guys came prepared to wow the industry.
You know me.
Yes, like some of the projects they promise that they will bring this utility, that utility, but they are not prepared. They're not doing anything. They're not. I mean, you must be prepared to, if you fail to prepare, then you are doomed. Prepared to fail. Yeah, exactly.
Fail to prepare, preparing to fail.
So basically that's it for now. Thank you guys for coming in the AMA, and we shall talk to you guys very, very soon.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Cheers.
Thank you guys.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Is everyone leaving or just
Yes.
the founder? All right.
Everyone's
I'm about to take a nap. So see you guys.
All right. Talk to you guys. Bye-bye.
Thanks for having us. Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.